Hi, my name is Dolly Bhargav. I'm a disability specialist speech pathologist. I have authored a number of getting started manuals that are available as free downloads on the Carson Street School website. Today I'm talking to you about one of the manuals which focuses on developing emotional management in children, adolescents, and adults with communication impairments, and it's through using an app called My Rainbow of Emotions. So I'll be going through with you in a step-by-step manner how to use My Rainbow of Emotions to help people with emotional management difficulties. The cost is $4.99, and all proceeds go to School for Parents, which is a not-for-profit organization. The address, as you can see, is on the iTunes website, and the user manual that explains step by step how to use the Rainbow of Emotions app can be downloaded from the Carson Street School website. And there's also a Facebook page for all the getting started resources. So basically, the Rainbow of Emotions app is about helping children, adolescents, and adults with emotional management difficulties learn how to firstly identify and express their emotion appropriately, label the degree of their emotion, so the intensity, the size of the emotion they're feeling, and then use the appropriate tool from a charged tool belt to repair or fix the emotion. Basically, from the iTunes website, once you've downloaded the app, an icon called Rainbow will appear on your screen. Once it appears, just click on it. So click on it, and then a screen will come up called My Rainbow of Emotions, and you press touch to continue. The main menu comes up. What it's asking you to do now is to firstly, you need to set up your Rainbow of Emotions, your charge tool belt, and then you can start using it. That's play, and history is a record of you using the Rainbow of Emotions. So in order to get started, please press Set Up. What it'll then ask you to do is to, put your photo in there. Basically, you click on, the empty box, and then it'll ask you, you can either take a photo of yourself or from your camera roll, insert a photo, type in your name, and then once you're done, press Done. It then asks you to select which rainbow would you like to work on. Because there's hundreds and thousands of emotions, what I've done is I've categorized emotions into 3 categories, as in being cool, physical emotions, and uncool emotions. So your cool emotion, that's the only emotion that's the happy emotion, which is discussed in this app. So your cool emotion is happy. Your physical emotions are the ones that your body is telling you that, you might be feeling hungry, tired, thirsty, sick, nauseated, pain, sore, and so on. And then your uncool emotions are like your negative emotions of feeling angry, sad, scared, anxious, worried, embarrassed, jealous, and so on. So the idea is, depending on the individual you are assisting, and what emotions you would like to focus on, you can either start up with a rainbow of cool and physical emotions where you're talking about feelings of being happy, sick, tired, thirsty, hot, hungry, and so on. Or if you'd like to work on the rainbow of cool and uncool emotions, so happy plus angry, sad, scared, anxious, worried, and so on. So in order to set it up, press on the rainbow that you'd like to set up on, so rainbow of cool and physical emotions, let's say, and then it asks you whether you would like to begin at the beginner level, intermediate, or advanced. In the beginner level, you can have up to a maximum of 4 emotions. So the one constant that always has to be there is the emotion of happy. The other ones could be, physical emotions, you could choose, let's say, am I feeling tired? Am I feeling hungry or thirsty? So if you wanted, you could set up just 2 emotions, 3 or 4, depending on the person you're working with. In the intermediate level, you can have a maximum of 7 emotions. So this is where 1 is the constant of happy, and you choose another 6. Please refer to the user manual for some suggestions. In the advanced level, you have a maximum of 10 emotions, so 1 being happy and another 9 emotions. Again, you can you don't have to have 10 emotions, let's say in the advanced. You can have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, really up to you. The other difference to remember is in the beginner level, we do not talk about intensity or degrees. So, for example, if you're feeling thirsty, you don't talk about how thirsty you are. Whereas in the intermediate level, you start talking about, are you a little bit thirsty, medium thirsty, or big thirsty? And in the advanced level, that's where you can rate it out of 10. So am I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in terms of my level of thirst? So depending on the individual, you select the level you'd like to begin with. Once you've selected the level, and on this page, for example, is the intermediate level. So in the intermediate level, as you can see, it states up there you can choose up to 6 emotions. One being happy, so that's one constant, and then the other 6. It provides you with a picture library of options. So what you do is you can choose up to a maximum of 6 by just clicking on any of the boxes. Once you click on the boxes, you can see it gets highlighted. If you hold on to it for a couple of seconds, it then pops up with this box, which asks you whether you would like to edit the text. So I can actually change the text over there. So instead of, let's say, the word afraid, I can have it as scared, upset, any other word I wish. I can also add my voice. So if I clicked on that, I could actually record myself saying, I'm afraid. Edit image, that asks you whether you would like to replace the picture with one of your own pictures, or in this app I've included a lot more pictures that you'd like to choose from, or if, let's say, you would like to take a photo of the person looking scared and then put that picture in there, you're able to do that. Or for example, if, let's say, the person is into characters such as Disney characters, then it could be a picture of Simba looking scared, if that's what the person likes. You could add music in there, any song that represents feeling scared for that person, and change the color if you want. This is optional. You don't have to choose any of these. You can choose 1, 2, 3, or all of these options. It's really up to you. And once you're done, press done. So that is what you do for all the different emotions, if you would like to change or edit all the different emotions. Once you've done that, it then asks you to set up your charge tool belt. Basically, the charge tool belt, taking charge, or charge is an acronym, and it basically lists the categories of tools you can use to repair or fix an emotion. So you might use a chat tool that involves talking to another person. That could be my mum, my dad, or it could be a friend of mine at school, or it could be talking to the principal, or talking to my pet, or talking into my iPad, which is, let's say, my journal. The helpful thinking tool, these are positive affirmations that I can say to myself to change the way I'm thinking about a situation. Amusement tools are fun tools. Relaxation tools are any tools I might use to relax. Good routine tools is a schedule I can use to, organize my day. And exercise tools. Within each of these categories, I've provided, a big library of options. So for example, if you clicked on the exercise tools, as you can see, it has a list of, 30 or 40 more options in there, pictorial options that you might choose from. If you clicked on this red circle and scroll it down, it will show you the entire list. The thing to remember is, let's say you've gone through this entire list and you think some of these apply, not all of them apply. What you can do is, again, just click on, any random pictures, let's say, and then you can edit the text, the image, add your own voice, add music, and make it your own, list of tools. Again, as in the user manual, it will also talk about that ideally in the beginner level, in each of the categories, as in the chat category, helpful thinking, amusement, relaxation, exercise tools category, you would offer the person up to 4 choices, just so that the person doesn't get overwhelmed by the number of choices they have. In the intermediate, in each of these categories, you have up to 7 options, and in the advanced, you can have as many as you want. The other thing to remember is that even though I've provided all these different folders, you do not have to have options in each of those folders. So, for example, for someone, they might only prefer to use exercise tools in order to repair or fix an emotion, and relaxation tools, let's say, but they're not interested in the chat or helpful thinking, amusement, or good routine tools. So you don't have to have choices in them. The good routine tool, as you can see, is basically like a daily planner, and it's got the option of, where you can change the images if you want. Basically, by pressing this pencil symbol over there, you can hide the time if you would like. You can change the text. Also, it's got an alarm option, as in the iPad will actually ring every time to remind you that you've got to do something in your Good Routine tool. The other thing it can do is, if you connect it to your Outlook, it can actually send you a reminder email that you need to engage in that task. So once you've set it up for, let's say, the rainbow of physical and cool emotions, if you now want, please go through the same process again as in setting up your rainbow of cool and uncool emotions, and then the charge tool belt. Once you've set it all up, now it's time to use it. So that's the play. So press on play, and it will ask the user which rainbow is it that you wish to look at. So you select the correct rainbow, and then let's say if it was the intermediate one, it basically asks you to pull down the emotion you're experiencing, and you can move it up and down to reflect what the degree is of your emotion. Once you've selected the emotion you're experiencing, it then asks you to choose a tool that can fix it. So let's say you were feeling angry and you've clicked on chat, it will then present you with a number of options of who you want to talk to, depending on what you included in your setup. And then basically you select one of the tools. Let's say the tool is talk to your brother. It then says you click on use tool. And what the app says to you is go away, talk to your brother, and then once you've talked to your brother, come back and update how you're feeling. If now, let's say you're happy, that's where this process will end. And it will end and it'll say something like, great news, now that you're happy, next time you feel an uncool emotion, then come back to it. Whereas, let's say if now you're still not happy, or you're now experiencing a different emotion, it will get you to repeat the whole process again, as in you'll have to use the charge tool belt again to repair or fix that emotion. So the idea is to get back to happy. And the history section basically keeps a record of every time you've used this app. It records what rainbow did you use, the time you used it, what did you feel, the tool you used, and the resultant emotion. The information I've presented might sound a bit complex, but again, if you please refer to the user manual, at Carson Street School website, it will give you the step-by-step guide on how to use this app. Thank you.